In dealing with others, we must recognize that we are all different from one another. Though we may have similarities in terms of preferences, taste, physical appearance, style, and many more, we still have our distinctions and uniqueness which make us special in different ways. Our individuality comes with our unique attributes and characteristics. Some can easily be seen physically, while some can be manifested through actions and behavior which may indicate values and personalities. There is harmony in diversity, and we can all keep it that way if we learn to accept one another as we are. There are healthy ways to deal with our individual differences which would work for everyone's advantage. Here are some. A. Accept that we are all different. Don't assume that your preferences would always be the same as those of your peers or friends. Of course, there are similarities among you, but all have different stories to tell that affect the way you see things. You may have different beliefs, culture, values, and even interest, and you cannot force anybody to be exactly the same as you. Remember, even twins have differences. A. Accept that we are all different. Don't assume that your preferences would always be the same as those of your peers or friends. Of course, there are similarities among you, but all have different stories to tell that affect the way you see things. You may have different beliefs, culture, values, and even interest, and you cannot force anybody to be exactly the same as you. Remember, even twins have differences. B. Use your similarities with other people to strike a harmonious relationship with them. While you acknowledge that people are different from another, there are also commonalities which you may take advantage to establish positive relationship with them. At this point in time, you might have found the right people who can be your good friends, who can inspire you to strive harder, and who can be your role model. C. Be open-minded with others. You can always learn from the experiences of your friends and peers, and they can also do the same with you. The manner they overcome life challenges and how they impact their living could be your insights to improve your lifestyle or even the way you. D. Try to consider where others are coming from. Your family setup may be different from what your friends have. People might have grown up in a province or in a highly urbanized city. There are those who have a complete set of parents and those that have a single parent or no parents at all. Additionally, people have different childhood experiences which greatly affect their attitude and personality now. There are also those who struggle financially and those who are well off. Keep in mind that people are coming from different backgrounds and they act, decide and make choices based on those things. E. If your differences with others are getting in the way, try to have a common ground. You cannot impose your beliefs, values and culture to others, the same way that they cannot do that to you. However, instead of trying to prove who's better and who's not, you may want to find an area where you can both improve yourself while learning from each other. There are differences that are worthy to talk and celebrate, and there are those that we just accept unconditionally, just like in the second item. There's no point in comparing people, as each of us have our own potentials and abilities. Always remember that you coexist with others. There are things that you cannot control, like the people around you, but you can always manage the way you deal with them. The choice is always with you. Either you make the most out of those individual differences and have a happy life, or you make that as your limitations.